This meeting is being recorded. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the iBug Android Insight Call. This is the wonderful, fabulous month of May. And y'all know this is the best month of the year other than June. I am Ava. I am one of your Zoom hosts. And as I said, this is the iBug Android Insight Call where we talk about everything Android, whether it is your smartphone, your Android tablet, your Fire tablet. Let me see, your Google Pixel, your Samsung. We have several more as well.
You forgot the Google Book.
Oh, the Google Book. Oh, we got another one. So it's not just that, but guess what? Your Alexa devices, your Google devices. And there are even some Braille devices. It's maybe on an older platform, but it's still on the Android platform. And we also don't we include your Fire TVs, Hershey?
I think we do, Miss Amazon Lady. I think we do.
All right. So whether you have a Chromebox, a Fire TV, Alexa device, anything that works on that Android platform, you are in the right place to be. The iBug Android Insight Call. As I said, I am one of your facilitators, Ava Caruth out of Houston, Texas. And Hershey.
Good evening. This is Hershey, and I am actually coming out of Indianapolis, Lafayette, Indiana, actually, to be exact, but I'm up here for the Indy 500.
Oh, I needed to be there too. All right, but guess what? We cannot leave out our favorite person, Hershey.
Julie.
Come on, Julie.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm Julie from Houston. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Julie.
Yes. Well, we also have a special guest on here who will do our iBug announcements for us. Sandhya?
Hey, welcome everybody. This is Sandhya from Houston, and thank you for letting me be here. I haven't been here in a while, so it's thank you for having me, and I have the honor of doing the announcements for this week, and we've got lots of fun stuff. All of our times are Central Time, and everything is on Zoom, exactly where you are right now. You could even just stay there and wait for something to happen, right? So just get that into your device, and you are all set to go. We have about 27 events every month. Ava, can I tell them about each and every event?
Actually, we just do the movie for Friday and our new series.
Okay, all
right.
But
we cannot. But Sandhya, yeah. I cannot forget what's going to happen this Saturday.
Oh, I know. I'm going to tell them. tell them. Okay. So. All right, so tomorrow, we're going to start with tomorrow, Thursday. We're going to be doing our Trekkie Talk for all of you Trekkies out there. We're watching Voyager, Season 3, Episodes 24 and 25. So if you still have time, you can watch them ahead of time and get on that call. That is a lot of fun. They talk about the call. Some of these people can quote the episodes, all right? So get on there. They talk about trivia. It's a lot of fun. So come for that on Thursday. Then Friday is a special night. It's our iBug night at the virtual movies. We've been doing this since 2020. So, 6 years of movies on there. And this one's a special movie. It's called The Greatest Night in Pop. The Greatest Night in Pop. And it is a documentary about how they made the song We Are the World. You guys remember We Are the World? Okay, sorry, I won't sing. I can't sing, so I won't sing. But anyway, We Are the World is a song from 1985. It had over 46 artists involved. And so this is a documentary about how they made that song. And it was a fundraiser to raise money for Live Aid in Africa. So the song was in 1985. This documentary is released in 2024, and it's about how that song, how that whole thing came together. And, the behind the scenes. So it's pretty cool. Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, all kinds of fun people, Bruce Springsteen. I can go on and on and on. So, this is a documentary. It was one of the best documentaries of 2024. It's still streaming on Netflix. And so we are going to have that audio described on Friday night at 8 p.m. Social time starts at 7 p.m. where we play Name That Tune and some bad jokes and then just hang out and get to know the iBug family. Then we have a discussion after the movie, and then trivia is a lot of fun. Then here's what Ava was alluding to earlier on Saturday. Saturday is our 15th year anniversary of iBug, and we're going to have a special celebration at the iBug Apple Workshop on Saturday at 2 p.m. And there, not like our normal where we have our training, we have demos and all that. So it's all play this time. We're going to have some singing and dancing. Well, maybe no dancing, but singing and some fun stuff, trivia and door prizes. So it's going to be, and then we're going to have our drawing for $500 tech shopping spree. You can have an Amazon gift card, a Google Play card, or whatever, Apple Store card, whatever you want. You can have your choice. But you have to play to win, right? Can't win if you don't play. It's $10 for one opportunity, $50 for 6 opportunities to win. The drawing will be on Saturday during that meeting that I just mentioned, the celebration. And you do not have to be present to win. So you could just, operators are standing by, and they will be here until 11:59 Central Time on Friday, the 22nd. Okay, then there's a lot here to go through. Okay, 3 more days. Monday, we have our iBug Buzz Call at 7. That's where we talk about all things relating to your iPhone, and similar to what you guys are doing here with the Android. Then on Tuesday, it's the Mini Buzz at 5, talking about all things relating to hardware on your iPhone, like smart glasses primarily, and other gadgets that attach to your phone. And then on Wednesday, Homeland Hangout starting at 7. And that is a series that was featured on Showtime starting in 2011 to 2019 and won many Emmy Awards. So we are enjoying that right now. I think we're up to episodes 11 and 12. And that is also audio described. So all of this information can be found on our website at ibugtoday.org, ibugtoday.org. You can get on our mailing list there, and you can just sign up, and then you will get general notifications on a regular basis. Thank you so much, and I will hand it back to Ava and Hershey.
Thank you, Sandhya. So y'all see what's going on with iBug. If you want to get this, if you have not signed up on ibugtoday.org, you can go there and sign up, and you will get the monthly newsletter from iBug that will let you know what's going on at the beginning of the month to the end of the month. So Hershey, you want to tell them how to get our information? Okay. Well, I know Hershey is in Indiana right now.
I'm right
having
here.
fun. Okay.
I'm here and I was just settling in. So did I miss something?
Oh, no. Do you want to give them information how to get in touch with our call, how to stay connected?
Yeah, always. So if you go to YouTube, first of all, and you type in iBug Today, you'll find the iBug Today channel. And if you go to channel and then go to the playlist, you'll find the iBug Android Insight call and all the episodes from all the years that we've done. You'll find all of them in that little playlist. Another way, if you haven't, you could always join us on our mailing list. So send us a blank email to iBug, IBUG, Android Insight, plus subscribe at groups.io, and we'll be more than happy to have you on our list. So let's say you have a question like, hey, what kind of case should I buy for my phone? You could ask that question from now till the next meeting. So a couple ways.
Could you repeat that email address?
Absolutely. So that email address is iBug, IBUG, Android, ANDROID, Insight, INSIGHT, +, subscribe at groups.io. So iBug, Android, Insight, the + at groups.io. You're welcome.
Okay. Well, Hershey, I think we need to do a little bit of introduction, don't you?
I really think so. I'm trying to figure out who I am right now. So let's go ahead and figure out what is today's special question. Favorite ice cream?
Yes, favorite ice cream. And what we would like for you to do is, if you're new to the show, please let us know how you heard about us, what Android device you have, whether it's a phone, tablet, or even your Alexa devices or Google devices. So let's go ahead and open it up.
Hello. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
This is Johnny, my first time here. Johnny Sabrine. I'm from New York. I have an Alexa. I have a Samsung S24 Ultra. And I have the Fire TV.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us, and wonderful devices that you have as well. So love to talk to you some more. And if you have any questions, please keep them written down.
Okay, I will. Okay. I have a few questions. Yeah, definitely.
Perfect.
Okay.
Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is Dan from Southern California. My favorite ice cream is chocolate, and I have 2 Amazon smart speakers.
Fantastic. Okay. Welcome to the show.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Connor, San Diego, California. I heard about you guys from Betty Barford. My favorite ice cream is banana marshmallow.
That sounds good.
I have 2 Echo devices. I have a Samsung TV. I have the Amazon Fire Stick. I have a Samsung Z Fold 7 phone. And
Fantastic.
I think that's it.
Well, thank you so much for coming on to the call. And thank you, Miss Betty, for letting a friend know. Anybody else?
Well, this is Johnny, and I forgot to say my favorite ice cream is pistachio.
Pistachio. Good stuff right
there. All right.
Good stuff.
Good flavor.
Yes.
All right.
Anybody else want to introduce himself? Let us know where you're coming in from, and perhaps what is your favorite ice cream?
This is Foster.
Hey, look who that is.
And so many good flavors of ice cream. But right now I'm into New York cheesecake ice cream. And
not bad. Yeah.
And let's see, my wife has a Z Fold 5. I have a Google 7 Pro. I have a TCL 55-inch Android TV. And Hershey, I recently got a Razer Plus 2025.
We're playing with Razers. Well, you've been always playing around Motorola, but we'll have to talk about that. Flips and folds, as they say. But pleasure to have you always, Mr. Foster, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. Anybody else, after Mr. Foster, wants to introduce himself and let us know where you're coming in from, and perhaps what is your favorite ice cream?
This is Cliff calling from Austin.
Hey, Cliff.
What's going on? Hey.
Welcome.
I'd like to say what's up to Sanjia. I ain't heard from you in a minute. My old Trekkie partner. How's it going? Anyways, and Julie, I can't forget about you, of course.
Yeah, I'll stop giving reminders, Cliff. I thought, Cliff, I was waiting on you to give reminders when Trekkie Talk is. What happened?
No.
Oh, wait, wrong person. How you been? I hope you're well.
I'm good.
And glad to hear your voice again.
I got 4 A devices, A ladies, both 2 stereo pairs, dot maxes and stereo 2 studios, whatever they are.
You know what? I have an interesting conversation to have a chat with y'all a little bit later about that, and maybe we could empower Google to. We'll get to it. But
yeah,
Cliff,
we'll
it's always a pleasure to talk to you. So thank you so much for joining in.
And my favorite ice cream is peppermint chocolate chip. Always peppermint.
Always, brother. Chip. Always.
So
that's mine. That is mine.
Uh-oh. You borrowing Julie's anyway, but let's carry on and please introduce themselves and let us know. If not, we could jump right into questions if y'all want.
Hey, I'm Mark from London, Ontario, Canada.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome back.
Yeah, good to be here. Yeah, I've got Pixel 8a and some Chromecasts and Google speakers. And actually, I stay away from ice cream now for about 20 years now. But just digestive system can't handle it. So
lactose is lactose. Got to listen to your body.
So more ice cream for everyone else.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Last call for your introductions.
This is Sandhya.
Hey, look who! Hey, Sandhya, so glad to hear your voice again tonight. Even though I'm not in Florida, but always great to hear your voice.
Oh, thank you. So I'm from Houston, and I have many A ladies. I don't know, 7 or 8.
Are you still hanging them behind your TV like through fishing rods or something?
No,
okay.
But I do have an LG. I have an LG TV and thermostat that I just recently. So different things that are going on, but those are my Android devices.
Fantastic. Well, I might have some glasses to maybe give you an option. Maybe you might want to get those glasses because guess what? They're compatible with iPhone. So just maybe.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Well, let's not get carried away, but thank you, Sandhya. Anybody else wants to introduce themselves on the call? And if not, we could go right into questions if you like. Miss Amazon woman lady, what do you think? Questions?
Yeah, but what's your favorite ice cream?
Oh, let's see. Once upon a time was rum raisin, and then another time was chocolate chip mint, and then the coffee, and then the mocha with the other thing. They're all good. Mm-hmm. It's about the people who you have ice cream with, I think.
Yep. I have to agree with you. Julie.
So, we always bring up treats and ice creams, but it's interesting because Android itself has always had names for treats like tiramisu and what are we on now? Anybody? Ooh. Any of my Android, deep cuts people out there? Do you know what version? Is it upside down cake or something? Or I forgot what letter we're on now. C, D. But before that, did anybody on the call watch the Google I/O?
Yeah, I watched. This is Johnny. I watched a little bit last night.
Awesome, Johnny. So let me before we get going with questions on it, but I want to ask you a question or two. When you watched it, as you say, perhaps have you watched it for the first time, or what was that like? Was that the first time you watched it?
It was first time, yes.
So what is your experience when you watched the Google I/O this year? And what did you gain from it for yourself?
I gained, with the Google, I didn't know about the new update that came out. And I was wondering what update they're talking about. So, in the comments, I read about it. That was the first thing. Then after that, I just continue practicing. I'm not too good in there yet, but I've been practicing for the last day. One day. Let me see.
Well, I really applaud your, trying to learn anything that's new to us. For all of us on this call, we may have some kind of vision loss, from total blindness to some sight, and some of us may have barely any vision loss, but we're on that border. But when we look at these companies, so you're on the iBug Android Insight call tonight. You could talk about iPhone all day long. We don't mind. The reason why is we believe in accessibility. Mm-hmm. So before I was talking to Sandhya there, I had mentioned that there are some new toys in the horizon. Warby Parker and Gentle Monster are two brands that are making glasses for Google and Samsung and others. So what they're doing with this is that in the fall, they will have glasses that do audio. So you're talking to Gemini. Mm-hmm. Hey, I need to go do blah, blah, blah. Which way do I go? I need to go to a coffee shop. For example, as I used on the Google I/O. So the woman, Nishta, went to Coupa for a quick nitro brew, right? So as she did, it was picking up contextually what she was doing, but is visualizing through the glasses. So the technologies for generative AI and all that have come a far way. But I would say that having the wearables, so in comparison, if you don't want to buy Meta glasses, mm-hmm. you may go ahead and buy the Google Glass alternatively. And as I started the call, I told Sandhya, hey, wait, there might be a glasses or a piece of equipment that might work on both platforms. Because mm-hmm. To let you know about Johnny, so Sandhya is one of our team members, but she, long time ago, never ever touched an Android phone and actually experienced one. So again, I applaud you for trying something new. That's always the thing, right? Sandhya tried it out for the first time. If you have any specific questions, you always have our list. You always have our call to join. So we really are happy that you're here. But if you have any specific questions, let us know. If not, we have this call for a while, so let us know. We could come around to another question if you have.
Okay, that sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Support.
No problem. All right. If anybody else, you have any questions or thoughts, please let us know, and we'll try to address them.
Yeah, not so much a question, but I did look at a video.
Who's that? Who's that question guy? Who's this speaking out of? Uh-huh. Just kidding. I'm joking, Foster. Go ahead, Mr. Foster.
There was a video. There's a YouTube station called Chromebox Therapy or something like that. But they actually talked to the guy over the guy at Google in regards to the Google Book, and it appears to be that it's going to be strongly Android based, but the main focus, as with everything else, is Gemini. So you'll be able to actually do like
Foster. One quick question for you, sir.
Yeah.
Did you ever consider Gemini, Siri, or any of them, or ChatGPT rather, more so, as an operating system?
Never.
No. Because what is really interesting to the modern day is there are the same elements as we learned from Assistant. We all loved Assistant on this call. Assistant did great stuff to do reminders and all these other things. But how do we get to focus on something that's new that's going to work for us? But, we always have questions or fear, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's all about the variations of adoption. I mean, a lot of what Google has been doing, they've been doing for a long time, over 10 decades, about at least a decade or two. Gemini as OS was already inevitable. Android as a platform to be as a computer, we are already doing it, aren't we, on a foldable phone? We're already using apps and stuff on a bigger screen or making and manipulating it. So our biggest challenge is as TalkBack users or low vision users with magnification. Do those same things follow suit? And for you, what is your thoughts on that so far?
That was my question, because they didn't really go into detail about accessibility. So my thing is,
they did not, but I ended up asking my phone. I run my own channel, but to find research, right? So it talked about the whole screen may turn into a neural screen.
That's the right.
And they're trying to figure haptics and other elements of the haptic screen to become one. What does that mean for us? Testing 1, 2, 3. That's all it means, because until it doesn't work for you, if you don't need it, it's testing. And I say to anybody on this call, if it works in your workflow, go ahead and use it. But let's go out there. Maybe you all have other questions. So please, if you have other questions or thoughts, please let me know. Ava might have an answer.
Yeah. Let me ask you. This is Johnny again.
Go ahead, Johnny.
I changed my assistant on the Android phone. Instead of to be Google Assistant, I want to be Gemini. I switched to that, but when I asked Gemini to read my messages, it doesn't. It opened the screen, but then I had to swipe left and right just to hear the message, which it read. But when I use the assistant, if I say read my messages, it will read it. It will read it, no problem. He asked me if you want to answer back or if I want to text back. But why Gemini doesn't do it?
Well, beautiful question there, Johnny. And I'm going to open it up to the stage to answer. Perhaps we have some people in the audience that know the answer to this. So if anybody has an answer. We got some quiet ones today. But to kind of go along with what you're asking here, Johnny, assistant, the people, remember, every piece of product that you mostly are working with are human driven, right? People are making these products. Well, here's some tough news. All the people that worked on the assistant, well, there's no team assistant anymore. They've all been moved to Gemini team. So all of these characteristics, as you mentioned, work by people, but it's the nuances I think we miss out on. So as you mentioned, you are used to saying, hey, do this, 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 and your result was, let's say, Y or Z. And now it's not giving you that result. So one quick tip I always give to people, and I'm going to use it for myself, but email g.co/disability support, or if you use Be My Eyes, get in touch with them, because this is my same exact fear on a lot of these new and old ways of doing things. Are we all taking notes? Are we all making sure everybody's following suit along the journey of how Android is getting? Because Android is not a baby anymore. It's a teenager. And Android's been around. TalkBack's been around. But there's always some nuances. So that's my best recommendation to fix that specific. And, of course, every time you have issues with Gemini, tell it it's wrong. When you say thumbs down, it knows that it didn't do the right procedure to help you gain the information. So be certain that you're always talking to the assistant to say, if you're doing it wrong, then you're doing it wrong. Don't just look the other way. And then it's, when it does it wrong, you're saying, yeah, that's right. So do you know how you're talking to these assistants? Because they could be really, really, really powerful. We just ended Google I/O 2026. They talked about Google Spark, which is agentic. Now, it's your actual assistant that can go do stuff for you. So there's a lot of name changing here. There's a lot of different ways to look at, the cup is half full and the cup is half empty. But do your own research and keep in touch with the developers, because for all of us disabled or blind or whomever, we have a voice too. And so far, Android has become what it is today because of our voices. So thank you for your question there, Johnny.
No problem.
No, this is...
Go ahead, Kevin.
This is Kevin. I'm still at work. I'm in a very noisy place. That's why I didn't answer.
You're fine, buddy.
All you have to do is give Gemini permission. They've switched to this thing where you have to give it permission to access your calendar. So that's why it's putting it on the screen and not reading it out loud. But if you go in and give it the permission, then it will read the emails. It will read the text messages the way it did before. And you have a lot more capabilities now, especially when you're dictating messages. You can tell it to change certain words if you mess up or if you stutter. So first I would start with going into Gemini and clearing all of the data and just resetting it up. And then that way, when you give it the prompt and ask it to read your text message, it'll prompt you and it'll tell you that you need to give it permission so you can check the box.
Okay, so in another word, you go to settings and then application, look for Gemini, and then look for permissions.
Yes, and if you open Gemini and then go to settings, it'll be at the top of the list. So just open it and close it, or you can leave it open. But if you go to settings, then it'll be the first app in the list, so you don't have to go down through the alphabetical list.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank you very much for that, Kevin. That's really important.
If you want to go in and give them permissions individually, go to settings, tap the gear or where you have your name, and go down to personal intelligence, and you can check all of the Google apps.
Oh, that's another one. Thank you, Kevin, right? Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, personal intelligence.
And I hope again, Jody, that you're able to understand with that answer. And again, when you're in the trenches and you're using it every single day, little things change, right? So yes, personalization has become really, really powerful. And just depending on where you are with, allowing Gemini to be in your life, giving it permissions always helps.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Sometimes, sometimes I'm afraid to pressing buttons, which I do. And I hear things that I don't understand what they're talking about. I say, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. It happens to me many times that I'm browsing and I press and gotta remember.
The phone's not going to do anything crazy. It's not going to go kaboom or anything. So you're perfectly fine. Just try and learn, because that's how we all learn. So I really appreciate you bringing, your valuable information to the table and experiences, because we're all learning something new. Some of us maybe use Android forever. Some of us are trying to learn what's new in the new operating system, and it's not always easy. So thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So anybody have any other thoughts, questions, or any of that?
This is Scott.
Go ahead, Scott.
Okay. I don't know if any of you all have heard recently that I heard this on I came across this on the Goldfield list, Tech VI, if any of you subscribe to it, David Goldfield. He had a thing the other day that Walmart has come out with these ONN tablets, ONN tablets. That's a brand. ONN is a brand. And I was considering taking the plunge and getting one just to kind of get my feet wet in Android finally. But,
by the way, Scott, I heard ONN, but I didn't hear the product. Was it the ONN tablet?
The tablet, yeah.
Tablet,
they're tablets. Okay. Yeah, they're two different models. A smaller one, a bigger one. And I guess the main thing I'd probably use Android for is audio-related things, like as a recorder, a player, internet radio, all the things.
Okay.
Of course, I can do on the iPhone, but I just thought I'd try kind of, well, I wonder if it's even worth. I mean, would you happen to know? I mean, first of all, how easy are these tablets be to get up and running with TalkBack? And can I, do I hold nowadays? I think I've heard that if you hold both volume buttons down, that's like a TalkBack toggle.
Yes, you're correct. So if you're holding the volume up and the volume down together for about 3 to 5 seconds, it should toggle it on. And that's been the thing is what there. Just to kind of let's deflate the rumor mill real quick.
Okay.
Just to kind of give where did one piece come from, where did it go next, so on and so forth. So you're on the right track. If you were looking for a best audio recorder and audio tool, I'm not biased.
I already have a P4 Next, but
right. Well, I'm just saying in comparison to Android. But if you were speaking in that mindset, the reason of my choice here, and again, I'm not biased, is to go Pixel. Yeah. Reason why is the Pixel Recorder app, for example, uses all the tools Google is pushing out to do recording, transcription, yada yada yada, and it's really powerful. So if you just do it,
I don't really care about scripting stuff, but
for you mentioned a recording tool,
audio quality,
right, all of those, because who makes Android? Google. Right. So that's the only reason I'm saying on that aspect. Now, some of these other devices, that's ONN, on, or however they want to spell it. Yeah. They're great. They're great because of the price point.
All right.
So for a accessibility user, is it going to have enough RAM or other things to be consistent in their product life? If you don't mind having that thing just to check a couple emails and it sits at your breakfast table every day just because, then it might just be a perfect device to have at your breakfast table because it has a TalkBack screen reader built in. It just sits there at your dining table. You use it just to check on a couple things, and it's turn on the lights and do this and keep your home automation and things like that going with it. It's a great device. But is it the device to get things accomplished? No. Let's use iPad, for example. Well, iPads have a strict line in the sand drawn, kind of, so to speak, right? So your iPad Air, you know what you expect from an iPad Air. An iPad Pro, the word Pro, you know that you're going to spend good money and it's going to give you all the Pro features.
Right.
So in the tablet field, now we have different companies. Samsung makes tablets, Lenovo, ONN. Everyone wants to make the best dollar. So I'm not going to say that the ONN tablet is bad, but it may have some features that you may not get on a Samsung or on a Pixel, which run the modern day Android system, because that ONN system is about 3 to 4 years old, and after year 5, well, you can't run it.
Well,
but it was cheaper.
They said when I saw the promo or whatever, it said it had Android 16. These are new tablets that apparently just came out and they're running Android 16.
Right, which comes back to the same story. If I give you an iPhone,
hang on a minute, please. Can any background noise? We need to keep it to a minimum. So if you're not speaking and you're waiting to answer a question, can you please mute, because we are recording the session so that we can have clean recordings when y'all go back to listen to it. So anybody with background noise, please mute yourself until you're ready to ask a question. Thank you.
I guess I'm thinking in terms of entry-level Android. I'm not thinking of moving away from the iPhone. Definitely not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not planning on that anytime soon, unless Apple goes belly up for whatever reason.
Nah.
I don't think that's going to happen. But I just thought it would be something good since I heard about it. I thought maybe I'll give it a try and see kind of dip my toes into the Android world.
I'm gonna open it up, Mr. Scott. I'm gonna open up to the stage and the audience rather, and let's see. Maybe they might have a different opinion to it, to what they think on the ONN tablet, and how would they feel if this was their first tablet to try? Would they do it? So that's the question to the audience. Yeah. Anybody want to have any feedback?
Kevin.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Sorry for the noise from this Starbucks.
You're fine, buddy.
But the tablet that you're talking about, it's good. The 150. This is one of the best on tablets. They've been coming out with these for years. The new, the 150 one has 6 gigs of RAM. It's running a Snapdragon processor for the first time. And so it's not going to be the best. It's not going to be flagship. But for what you want to use it for, I mean, this is the most RAM they've ever had. And they say it has a pretty nice screen. It's stock Android, as close to stock Android as you can get. There's no bloatware except for the Walmart app. That's the one that's 150. The one that's 288 has 8 gigs of RAM, better screen, but it's running a MediaTek processor, but it's one of the higher end MediaTek processors.
Oh, okay. Because I'd probably I'm thinking I'd be more in the market for the smaller one, but of course, I don't know. I'm guessing the bigger ones have even probably have better audio, stereo kind of thing, but maybe the smaller ones are good nowadays too, and quality of microphone too might be. I'm sure that's important, but I'd also want to be able to use it as a player, MP3 player, and maybe audiobooks and Bard and the like. So when you play MP3s on these, is there a way to? Does it? I mean, for the most part, can you pause or stop playing and then resume where you left off at a later time, no matter what else you've been doing, whether you went into other apps or shut it down and restart it, or does it save your place when you stop? You pause like an MP3 file or stop an MP3. Does it save your place? Or do you have to do a save bookmark type command or something?
This is Foster.
Foster.
It just depends on what app you're using.
Probably.
Just like with Apple has tons of different apps.
Yeah, book player for iOS. I've used that.
Yeah. There's tons of apps. I'm more of the adventurous one around here, so the thing I like about Android is like going shopping for cars. Android has more makes, models, subcompacts, compacts, Rolls Royces, sports cars, because there's even gaming tablets that are specifically for people that like to game, that have dual USB ports with 4 Dolby Atmos speakers. So it's just like whatever you want to get with Android, you can find something that suits your fancy. And like Kevin and Hershey, if you're just trying to dip your foot into it, and that tablet sounds like a pretty good start to get acquainted with Android.
Now, also, one other quick thing. If I wanted to, is there some particular place I can go that's it might have a comprehensive keyboard commands, a list of keyboard commands for Android?
Yeah.
Kevin.
Oh, go ahead.
Johnny, you had suggestions, or Kevin?
Yeah, I have. If you go to the talkback menu, there's a section which I found out a couple of days ago. There's a section that's a keyboard shortcut.
Oh, okay.
When you click in there, it will give you all, in case that you install, you have an external keyboard, it will be all control enter or control this. Yep, it will give you a list.
Oh, okay. So that's part of their, I guess,
Johnny.
part of the talkback
Kevin,
tutorial.
you had it. Kevin had a thought on there, Mr. Scott.
Oh.
Go ahead, Kevin. I think you had a thought on that.
I was going to give the same answer.
Oh, okay. So from within
just to comment that you double tap with 2 fingers and you can resume and pause and play and all that. And now you can double tap with 2 fingers to dictate and all that. So so
it's kind of the touch gestures are making their way from the iPhone, as we know, because a lot of us have been iPhone users for years, so it'll make us feel more right at home when we go into Android.
This is Cliff.
Go ahead, Cliff.
Just like or unlike iPhone, though, Scott, on the Android, when you go into keyboard shortcuts, there's a lot of them that you can change and customize, and there's some blank ones that you can insert, too. So you have a lot of flexibility there. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
And this is Hershey, by the way, Scott. So the most recent updates from Google with regards to keyboard shortcuts to a lot of things like that have modernized. So when we mentioned earlier, they're similar to Apple gestures and stuff.
Right.
TalkBack always had gestures. It's just how many fingers and how many things.
Right.
But everyone just didn't understand the nuances. So, how we know the magic touch, double tap with 2 fingers is to play pause. Now it also works on dictation. But it is, again, driven by human beings, as I said earlier in the show, that more that we are able to showcase, okay, this is how it makes it easier for me to do this, or it makes it harder for me to do this, the process gets easier. So learning keyboard shortcuts, I haven't played with it lately, but there's like 1 key keystrokes. So you could hit like the letter E or F for field forms. And that's how we are so familiar with on, let's say, something like JAWS or VoiceOver.
Oh, yeah, and Windows,
Right.
Been a Windows user for years, too. So.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of nuances that are similar. I would just say stick to the people that are actually putting the forth of the efforts to modernize it and keep it updated. No. So if you go to Motorola, it's not saying that they won't modernize it. But after 2 years, if you lose any software or security or all of that, then you have to kind of know that, okay, the reason why you don't have those options is because you haven't had the update and your phone is not going to get the update. So a lot of people in the past have suffered through, they buy a cheaper phone just to get through what they need to get through. But those features were never on their phone. And we learned that from way back in the Wayback Machine with Ira. They had the J phone back then. And the J phone was the first Samsung phone, but it really wasn't the most powerful phone. So when TalkBack and screen readers came to the phone, everyone was like, oh, this doesn't work. It worked, but it wasn't going to work that fast. It's just because the hardware wasn't there. So sometimes when we look at TalkBack in the past and today's day, they've always been making innovations and moves. It's just, if we want something done separately or differently, we have to speak our voices. So if, like the double finger tap to do a dictation, we spoke about it. I'm happy it's here now. So you never know. But thank you for your questions. And anybody else have...
I'll move on.
No worries. But if you have any more, just keep them coming. But if anybody else have any questions, please let us know your name and what's your question.
Well, this is Johnny, and I'll tell you
Go ahead,
a lot of questions. It's not really related to the Android. Can be.
Oh, I don't know, Johnny. I don't know if I could talk about that. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I have an A-Lady, and I connected to my Android, and I want A-Lady to make phone calls. In the application, I see the contacts. But when I asked her to do the phone call, it said the number, I have to connect my contacts. It's already connected, but it doesn't work.
Okay, well, thank you. Anybody in our audience have any answers? How do we make sure Miss A knows what context we're listening to? Miss Amazon lady, you have anything?
No, I'm here. I'm just trying to see if anybody else has anything to say.
Well, I'll leave it with my Amazon lady. She knows her Amazon stuff. So,
I would say on the Amazon, on your app, on the, on the app on the phone, you must make sure that, well, it's connected to that, but also connected for calling. So under settings, under that device.
Okay, I'll check that.
Check that first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
connected for calling, right?
Yeah, check and make sure. But the other thing is, are you using Amazon? The Plus or just this the standard one?
The Plus.
Then that may be an issue because Plus hasn't caught up to a lot of stuff yet. So don't know if Plus will allow you to do those calls or is seeing it now.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have to go out of Plus, try it, and then come back.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I know Plus is still not reading my Kindle books. So there are some features they have not added to it yet. So that may be one of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
This is
Go
Foster.
ahead, Foster.
Go ahead, Foster.
Your Plus, the A plus, A Lady Plus is not reading your Kindle books?
No, it still will not read my Kindle book. No, mine will not. Not unless they just did it, but I know as of 2 days ago.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what I mean. His was we.
Okay.
Because I have it on. Well, I only have two devices right now.
Yeah,
but
see,
I have
mine
it on
goes
both
out.
devices.
Yeah, this is Ava. Mine goes, it says reading your Kindle book. When you get done, then you can turn back on Alexa Plus.
Oh, okay. But it's reading your Audible books though, right?
Oh yeah, it reads my Audible books. Yeah. It's just my Kindle books. It's not doing those.
Yeah.
Fantastic question. But is there more questions, thoughts, concern? Please let us know out there.
This is Johnny again. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I have so many questions.
All right, go ahead, Johnny.
I have the Google Display, which I bought last year. That display has an update as well. You can install application. Because I swipe, I turn on the talkback and I swipe and I can find like a Google Store or Google Play. I don't know if I have to, to activate it but I can find the Google Store or any update. I know when I use it, it shows that when my phone answers or my display answers, it shows on my phone. It says, display, one device that was the right device. That's what it says. That was the right device. So I say yes. But once to update it and ask on things, it doesn't do it.
Anybody have any insights to help Mr. Johnny with that? Not hearing Kevin either, and others.
What's
with the display
again?
It's a Google Display device.
So more than likely the Google Hub.
A Google Hub type, yeah.
Oh, okay. Not familiar with
the only insight sorry, were you saying something there? Foster?
No, I was just saying I'm not familiar with the Google Hub.
So all I could give you as far as feedback, Johnny, is you know how we were talking about Assistant in Gemini? Similar, but it's not quite similar. But I remember once upon a time they were changing the OS to Fuchsia and this and that, and yet after that I lost interest in touching display often. Not that it does not have TalkBack and the screen reader stuff built in. Typically, I would run the display through your Google Home app. So if you have your Google Home app, think of it as you connect the Google Home app to it. Whatever you play on YouTube, whatever you play on YouTube Music, Spotify, blah, 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 maybe Prime, it would all display on your screen display, which is the hub. So, I mean, they're finicky at best. There's supposed to be a new one that they talked about. I don't know when they're going to release it. They might just be a speaker for now.
Mm-hmm.
I would just say, for the best sakes, try to just play with it as best as you can, but know that there's going to be changes in the future where Gemini is going to come in. They're going to be better devices, I would say. Just like if you look, we just talked about Alexa and A-Lady and A-Lady Plus. A-Lady Plus doesn't work as well right now. That's not saying that it doesn't work as well, but it's not. It doesn't have the bugs and kinks worked out, whereas the old one did. So it's always just who's going to win first, right? It's between Amazon and Google, and then you have whatever they call it, Copilot or something from Microsoft these days. I don't know what they call it these days, but there's always something. And best you could try is, yes, there is a screen reader. It does let you swipe right and left and all of that. Double tap to, pick the item. But when you install stuff to that device, use the Google Home app and to interact and to install stuff that way.
Oh, so the Google Home had to be installed on the phone, right?
Correct. Google Home is like a central spot, a central hub. Now, in your home, you want to turn on your lights. So you go to the store, you buy you bought a box of Philips bulbs, came with 3 bulbs. You bought a box of GE light bulbs, came with 4 bulbs. Now, all of those things need to talk to something. So Google Home is like your central point. So in your dining room, you have 4 Philips, or you have the 4 GE bulbs, right? So you know your GE bulbs are in your dining room. You know your Philips bulbs are in your bedroom, for example. Well, how do you find that out? Well, Google Home app lets you break down each individual segments of living room, bedroom, this room, that room. In that, let's say your speaker is in the dining room, and then you have another one for your bedroom, which is called, Lilo and Stitch, right? Lilo's in the kitchen and Stitch is in the bedroom. And you will then know where you could move it. Well, I don't want Stitch in the bedroom. I want it back in the dining room. You could move it right within the Google Home. And if you were to, let's say, trying to download stuff to the device or music or alarms, you could still manipulate within the device by going on the touchscreen and using the screen reader. So those are a couple of different ways. Give that a shot and report back maybe next month and let us know what you felt.
Oh, okay. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
All right. Well, thank you, Johnny. All right. I'm not going to say the next person would not Johnny, but if anybody else wants to, Johnny, you had great questions, buddy. So thank you for joining this call. But if anybody else wants to ask a question or have a thought, please let us know. And maybe Johnny might have a question after you.
This is Cheryl. I have a question or a multi-part question.
Go ahead.
The Miss A Plus. I got an email months and months ago, and it said, "Oh, it's coming," and when it's there, just say, "Turn on A plus." So I did say that, and she's like, "Oh no, I don't have that." But I also want to know, what are the pros and cons? Because I'm quite happy with how she works. My sister says I have conversations with her, just as she is. So I'm not positive as to what's going to be a major difference with the Plus.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is the major difference with the Amazon Plus and the non-Plus? Anybody have any insight?
Well, this is Johnny again.
Go ahead, Johnny.
So I noticed that the Plus, you can have a conversation continuously. So you don't have to ask the A lady all the time. That's what I noticed when I updated to the A Plus. So in the other, when it wasn't the A Plus, the A Lady Plus, you have to ask many times, A Plus, A Lady, to get an answer. Now you can have a conversation like you're talking with someone. That's one of the things that I noticed on the A Plus.
Fantastic. Thank you, Johnny, for your insights. Anyone else have any more insights on what the difference is where you feel with A Plus and Amazon Plus and the non-Plus?
Oh, and also you can go to the website, go to alady.com, and you'll be able to set routines in there too.
So if I'm not hearing too many people, Kevin and anybody else, Miss Amazon Lady, do you have a thought?
This is Kevin.
Go ahead, Kevin.
It is a lot more accurate. It is a much more capable assistant than before. It's just leaps and bounds better to me. Just the amount of information.
All right, Kevin, here's a tough question. Is it leaps and bounds better than Gemini?
Well, I'm gonna go. Nothing's better than Gemini. But it's where Google and other assistants were before, but still with even better. Like before, like you could not do a search or a real search like with Alexa. You could ask it basic stuff. What time is it? Set the timer and stuff. Now you can ask it more deep mind, as they keep using that term, more deep mind questions, and just much better.
Thank you, Kevin.
This is Foster.
It's a real.
Go ahead, Foster. Go ahead, Kevin. You had a thought there?
Yeah. So I haven't used it, and maybe Kevin or maybe even Ava can. So I'll see now with the Plus that you can connect it to Uber and some other services, like to order. Like you can order, your Uber ride through your A Plus, and there's some other features because they
well, you know what,
but
Mr. Foster, my Gemini glasses
skills.
could let me know when my Uber is coming.
Foster, I'm really disappointed in the fact that you didn't mention my name when you mentioned Ava and Kevin. My feelings are really hurt.
As you see, ladies and gentlemen, though, we all like enjoying ourselves, and thank you, Foster, thank you, Cliff, thank you, everybody, for always bringing in some valuable.
But I do have a little bit of.
I'm glad Foster brought that up because yes, you can order your Grubhub, like their partners and stuff. You're going to be able to order food without even touching it. You can order Thumbtack or TaskRabbit or whatever without even touching anything. No confirmation. No, it's really way better than what Alexa
you got to give it certain permissions to do that, right?
Yes, but I've already given it those permissions.
Save y'all wallets, ladies and gentlemen. Don't overspend. Well, any more questions or thoughts? This is a beautiful conversation. This is delved into. So if you have had thoughts, questions, please feel free. Don't be shy.
This is Dan.
Go ahead, Dan.
Okay, regarding the A Lady Plus, do people still have to pay $20 for it? I thought I saw an email that said it's now free. I'm not sure, or it's free with Amazon Prime. But I mean, do people still have to pay $20 for it or not?
No. If
anybody have an insight?
This is Johnny. If you have Amazon Prime, it's totally free.
No, but if you don't, what about it?
That you have to pay a fee. I don't remember how much. They had to pay the fee. I don't know if it's 20. I don't remember.
It is 20.
It is
20.
So that's still the case then, huh?
And this is Hershey. I would say it probably would be the case for anything that has tokenism or token built into it. Let's pull the curtain back real quick. So if we're using Gemini, you're using Amazon, any of these things, well, they take tokens or they take a process of sorts, right? And so you'll always have this where one may seem like it's better, but you're always going to find yourself at change. And when these companies switch that change on you, you're not going to know. So it's just best to feel what you're comfortable with. If you're using AI type of thing, it's not that it's not going to be, it's going to be intelligent enough to get your stuff done. So back not a decade, but about 5 years ago, we were a bit iffy about what is AI really doing? Today, AI is actually working for us in the right way. So it all depends on the companies and the way they want to make business. Because at the end of the day, it is a business.
Okay.
But you know what? This is Johnny again. It's cheaper if you have the Amazon Prime, because Amazon Prime is like $16 plus tax, but you'll be able to, use the regular Amazon store. You'll be able to watch some movie. Then you're gonna have A plus, which is better than paying just the $20 for the A plus.
Well, how much is Amazon Prime a month?
Right now, I'm paying $16.95 plus tax. Is coming to like 19 something, and then I'm being able to.
One thing that Johnny mentioned there, I think he mentioned $19 or whatnot. If any of our listeners tonight do receive SNAP or have any other elements of SSI, SSDI, Amazon does have a product system or a mechanism where you are discounted the monthly cost. So I think it's about $6.99 rather than $14.99. Now it's $19.99 as I hear. So inflation. But anyway, whatever the price might be, know that there is a little bit of comfort for you if you are under those circumstances where you do get food stamps, aka SNAP, you do get SSDI, SSI, and if you meet those requirements, do check under the Amazon's website for those eligibility requirements, and you may end up with a cheaper $6.99 per month cost, and you'll have all the same privileges.
This is Cliff.
Go ahead, Cliff.
That last part is not exactly true, but it is for the most part, because with that type of membership, you cannot share your profile / account with other people outside the household, which a lot of people like to do. I didn't know it went up to $19.99 either, because I work for Amazon and they pay mine, so I don't see that. I didn't know. And Kevin, me and you're gonna have to have dinner because Gemini is good, but they're not the best. So we'll have that conversation later.
Well, this is a wonderful call. We have a few more moments, so last few questions, thoughts, please let us know.
How long is this meeting?
This meeting typically is from I'll go Eastern time zone just for my sake, but 8 to 9:30, which is Central Time. Miss Ava?
Okay, yeah. So here is 8 something right now. So okay. I'm in Eastern Time.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm usually in Florida, but it's all meetings are in Central Time Zone for the iBug Today meetings. So do keep that in mind. And if you haven't visited, let's say, the Friday movie, go ahead and check that out too. You might enjoy the audio described movie. We also have Homeland. So those are a few things if you haven't checked out more stuff out here. And again, the mailing list. So if you have questions, thoughts, hey, what was that thing you guys asked and talked about? Ask it in the list, and Ava will add you to the list. And it's a great way to share information. If it's, Bits did something, someone else did something, Ava has been posting in there. So it's definitely a valuable resource for you.
Okay, perfect. What is the email again?
Send a blank email to iBug, IBUG, Android, Insight, INSIGHT, +, subscribe @groups.io.
IO.
Yep.
IO.
And that should get any of y'all, ladies and gentlemen, onto the list. And you could ask questions. We just wrapped up with Google I.O. and this dude named Foster Brown, matter of fact, was in the email. And he's like, hey, we got to talk about Google Book. So Foster Brown, can we talk about Google Book, please? Foster? Where'd you go?
No, I'm here. I was muted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why'd you mute yourself, Foster? We got to talk about the Google Book. Where is it booking to?
Well, I mean, so from what it's showing is that it, instead of you having to have extra apps, your Android phones, more specifically your Pixel phone, I'm pretty sure, will just automatically sync to it, and then basically you can, use it like what we have now. We have Link to Windows.
I think Chrome and Android just got together and they're just trying to make a baby. I think that's what's happened. Pretty much. Because Chrome OS was going to go away with the lawsuit, if you all remember.
Oh, okay.
They wanted to kill Chrome OS altogether, and they're like, "Well, we don't want to put all our eggs in one basket anymore. So let's come back a little." And this is what this feels like with Google Book to me personally, that it's still a Chromebook-like device, but they've had bad press on Chromebooks. Like they're not fast, they're not this, they're students, yada, yada, yada. Right. And so now having Google Book as a new fresh device can actually help them. I've already stated many, many times I'm excited for those glasses because, again, not to say your Ubers are on the way, but if I need to know information and I could hear it and be hands-free, I don't have to pay Meta anything, even though it's $300. I'd rather pay Google for nothing, not Meta. Because Meta is charging you $300. We'll see how much the glasses cost. Because Warby Parker and Gentle Monster are the only two companies left, as I said. Because everyone else is Elise Exotica. Humanware, Elise Exotica. And there's no choices out there. So let's just see how the assistive part helps us. If you haven't seen Google I/O, I didn't watch the 20th, but they did have a 2-day part. If you haven't watched Microsoft Ability Summit, they might have talked about some accessibility things. So even though it's not fully Android, but we all deal with similar things and Chrome browsers and this and that. So let's educate ourselves to, make sure that we get the tools that we have and that work for us. So any other thoughts for you?
Did they mention a Google speaker?
They did not, Foster. That's why I was like, huh? Y'all talked about it so much and then nothing at all? I watched it 2 times straight, okay? I watched it 2 times straight. Nothing. Go ahead, Kevin.
Oh, the advantage to the Google Book is, one, Chrome is Android is the number one operating system, mobile operating system in the world. And so if they are able to move that over, because now we have a local operating system. So now it's going to have a file explorer, and you'll be able to see the files on your phone and your laptop at the same time and all of that. So they're coming for Mac and they're coming for Windows, and they are.
Yep.
Everybody needs to be worried because if you have one operating system on your phone and your laptop,
he's coming for you.
Well, remember, Kevin, that's when Microsoft was trying to break into the cellular market. That's how it was supposed to be with the
what happened to the Duo and the flip phone thing, huh?
I think it was with the Windows 8?
With the Windows phone, yeah. With
the Windows, but because it was supposed to be the same OS across the phone platform as well as the laptop platform. So now we're seeing it. I think Google is going to be the one to actually realize that what Microsoft was trying to do.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I actually have a question for my own. Before I do, though, Miss Sandhya, do you have a question? You've been quiet over there, and you're here. Any Amazon questions we could answer? Nope, no Miss Sandhya? But here's my thing. Miss Sandhya is Miss Amazon lady, just like Ava is, and everybody else is in this call, it feels like. Googlers, where you at? No. The thing is I say, hey, you could catch my show on YouTube. Or, hey, you could go catch this thing on YouTube. On Amazon previously, you could say, oh, just ask your A lady to play blah, 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 blah. Why has it become so much harder? And how can we fix that?
This is Cliff. And
go ahead, Cliff.
It's not hard to me, and maybe it's because I have Plus and you don't. I don't know, but
no. So Cliff. Let me rewind this. If I'm on YouTube, for example, right?
Right.
Well, Cliff, I would like you to go ahead and just say, so Cliff goes and tells his student, oh yeah, you like what Hershey was talking about? Well, you could listen to him on here. Just ask your A lady to play Hershey Bar's random talk, right? Well, that's Amazon. That's not on YouTube. But I post it on YouTube. So I think we need to at least let Google know, like, hey, can we, if you guys have your own skills or something, that I always find it so more difficult.
What you want is you want to be able to tell our A ladies to play something on YouTube.
Or anything, right? I don't want to have this corners, right? Because we're in Android world, but there's a corner, Amazon corner, Google corner. I don't like that corner.
Yeah, bro, ain't gonna happen.
Come on, now G-Code display disability support, none of that? Come on, let's rally up, people.
Google, even though a lot of these companies work together in some way or form, there is some lines in the sand.
Well, look, they've already took all the lines from Apple.
Look how long it took Microsoft or Apple to allow Microsoft Suite on the Mac. I mean, come on now.
Well, here's the crazy part about that, Cliff. Here's the crazy part about that. Microsoft actually writes the OS for Apple and has been writing it for years.
and then Apple pays Google for their data storage. Oh, well, was I not allowed to share that?
Oh, they pay. Yeah, Apple pays Google. No, Google pays Apple like $8 billion a month to keep Google search as its prime search engine.
So what have we learned so far, ladies and gentlemen? We've learned that use the device that is the most accessible for you. If it's a Motorola, like a Razr, like our friend has over there, Foster, it's okay. As long as it works for you.
Cool.
But when you have complaints, it's too slow, don't blame Android to say, well, all Android is like that, because your hardware has to match what you're saying. Because that's not fair to me to say, well, Apple just sucks. It doesn't listen. Well, you have iPhone 17. That wouldn't make sense for me to say that iPhone 17 doesn't know what it's doing, because the hardware is there. So we have to be equal in our footing in a conversation, that to say one is better than the other. We are just trying to have something work for us. So when I have a show or someone, hey, you could go watch it on YouTube. Oh, wait, you can't. You have to go watch it elsewhere. Here, you come here every third Wednesday. You'll find us here. iBugtoday.org. Find us here. And if you want to find us on YouTube, type in iBug Today. Go to the playlist. We're always going to be here. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. I'm not at home right now. I'm about to go to Indy 500 this weekend. So it's going to be a lot of walking. But maybe I'll use my Android phone, and I'm going to use my Pixel actually to record. So we'll see what we got.
Now, let me ask you before you pack up. Do you using the Google AI glasses? Hershey?
I have not seen the Google AI glasses, but
I saw a tutorial yesterday about them.
I saw glimmers of it, right? And I know that Samsung came out with it first with XR last year. Mm-hmm. But let me give you an example. Apple Vision Pro is $3,000, roughly $3,300, right? But there's a reason for that.
And it's way too heavy.
Well, they're heavy, but that's what I'm trying to say. There's a reason for that. It's like having two iPhone screens on your right eye and your left eye. I know exactly the mathematics went behind it, because that's how they got that image made. Now, let's take, what does Google have? Well, they have the Google Glass from years ago. Well, Google Glass has become the new Envision AI glasses. They were doing it years ago, but people and their safety and privacy said, you can't come into my restaurant because you have funny glasses on. And that's where, if you look at what XR is doing, XR is your Apple Vision Pro. What the audio glasses are similar to what Meta glasses are. Because Meta glasses, yes, they have video, but they're not a video pro device. They're an audio device. Mm-hmm. Whereas the Apple Vision Pro is a video device, because you're looking at your eyeball, like with your eyeballs, into the screen. Google will come out with that device next year. and that will let you see this like a heads-up display on the screen. Will that be good for all of us? No. In the season of fall, they will be announcing the audio device. So do check it out if that's something that interests you. Meta just came out with, I guess, new refreshes of frames and stuff. Android.
I got me some of those too, Hershey.
And Android 17 is out. It's pretty much out. Is it out?
So 16 is baklava. So what's 17? What's 17, Kevin? Kevin knows.
Pineapple pie, upside pineapple pie. Something. I don't know.
Scott, I just heard the other day that TalkBack 17 is out.
C. Okay. B was no wait.
Yeah, but they switched up the alphabet, so you can't rely on that.
Man, I don't got my smart speaker. I'm not at home, man. I would ask my G speaker, and it would have told me right away. I'm just kidding. But, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed our entertainment here. I know we were a little silly at times, but please feel free to drop your questions anytime in the emails. And, again, if there's anything else, I'm going to leave it last 5 minutes to you guys if you have questions.
Well, I want to go ahead and do our little wrap up because we do have 5 minutes left. Y'all, this has been a great call, and I want to remind everybody our next meeting will be.
Who's going to win that $500? Android Insight people.
Yep. I hope everybody bought their ticket. Okay. June 24th is the third Wednesday in June, and that'll be our next meeting, as well as June is our anniversary month. So,
how many years we have? 7?
That means we
16,
have
right?
7. Yep, because we started in 2020, June of 2020.
Ava?
Yes.
I wanted to mention we can post it to the list. I'm guessing that everybody's invited, but for those who wanted to get started, and that people are always asking like about the Android basics, but BITS is having a free Android class for the first 4 Mondays in June. And so that'd be good for people to sign up for.
Pardon me, Kevin. Do we know who the instructor is on that, just out of curiosity?
Will Wash.
Will Wash.
Oh,
yeah. Will Wash.
Copy that.
Yeah, he's the instructor on that. But yes, I did send that out to the list. So if you're not on the list, get on the list. Because
fine. I'll say it again. Yeah. iBug Android Insight +, subscribe at groups.io.
Subscribe at group.io.
Groups.io. Okay, so iBug Android Insight + at groups.io.
Oh,
did I say it right?
No. You didn't mention
my brain just went. Sorry. All right.
You forgot
iBug Android Insight + subscribe at groups.io. Sorry, I haven't slept yet.
Now, this is a recording meeting. There would be the same link, or that changes?
This is a email list. The iBug Android Insight + subscribe at groups.io. That's a mailing list. However, if you go to YouTube and you type in iBug today, go to channel. Once you go to channel, you'll find videos, shorts, whatever, playlists live. Look for the playlist tab. Tap the playlist tab, and then down below you'll find iBug Android Insight as a playlist. So there's like 60 episodes of like all the past episodes and discussions that we have had.
No, but what I'm saying is this is a Zoom link. This Zoom link that I just joined right now.
Yeah.
This Zoom link will get you to anything that iBug is doing. So come tomorrow is going to be Thursday. If Trekkie, I'm sorry, Sandy, I was listening, but I've been a long day flying. But if Trekkie Talk is tomorrow, you would go join Trekkie Talk tomorrow. If you were to watch the movie on Friday, come in on that same Zoom link on Friday, come watch the movie. If you're interested in just learning and hearing what people with iPhones are doing with the buzz call, come joining on a Monday. So there's always something for someone. And if there's something there isn't, then maybe you send in an email and a suggestion.
Okay. What comes Saturday for the anniversary?
Yeah, come to the anniversary. Come to the party.
Yeah, definitely.
What you bringing for food? Yeah. I'm kidding.
I will be the dessert, pistachio ice cream.
Okay, bring the pistachio. Okay, I'm good with that, man. But thank you so much, Johnny, for all your wonderful questions. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all the thoughts. And I hope we were able to inform you and insight you enough on this wonderful hybrid type of me away from my office. But thank you, Ava. Thank you, Miss Amazon Woman.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll see y'all next month.
See you. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Peace and love.
All right. Thanks, Hershey.